So I want to. Oh, now I have. Um, yeah. So I will sign this later. The the question was so like, what is Discord, right? Um, and well, this is of course a question you should be able to answer yourself. But if you don't dare to use the internet on your own. But it's the same with my godfather, my parents. So that's not like I'm not even trolling here. So the initial idea was that I would get because it's on the same level as fraud, a fraud case, which like I brought to the courts with a lawyer, um, and well, a rape case and kidnapping, of course. So it's more in that so like when it comes to fürsorgliche Unterbringung without reason, right? So at the minimum, they recommend 2 years teilbedingt. So that's a fine plus prison time. You cannot fully escape prison time. Now, the question is not if they will get indicted. That's what I discussed, or that's what the police, like responsible for the law, recommended again. So if I find another solution, like with my family, and the problem is they are family, then it would be so like normally the victim gets that's different to the United States. A maximum amount of like 70,000 Swiss francs. So it doesn't matter if you were raped and like mass raped or whatever. So that's the limit. So you cannot like uh, they do it like uh, sue someone for like 70 plus millions. That doesn't work here. Um, and then also die Angehörigen, so the family gets 35,000. Like if it's this kind of, but the issue is that it's all mixed up. So instead of fighting for my case, they did the opposite. And instead of like that, it's like the family. So the family is the psychiatrist and the doctor or a family friend, right? So that's tricky here. Um, and so I proposed again. I don't need. I really don't need money for myself. I will just get issues. So that's what they don't get. I'm like the only uncorruptible like president for a foundation, and because like yeah, but let's not go there. So that's what I will have, and yes, that's the way forward. So the problem is my father doesn't get that it's no longer about avoiding that. So because rightfully so, my godfather will blame him for the false statements to the police and to his brother, right? To him, and that's up to them. So I recommended like 35,000 to a project, like a proper project that counts. And like the issue is that they never supported something meaningful. they don't know how that works. So it's not enough to just so we have to agree on the project, right? Now it didn't work with my father. Like, he doesn't wanna do this connection, but with my uncle. So not the doctor. I found a solution. So there again, it is like I, the exact details don't matter, but I got support for this amount. So in total, it would be 140,000. So like 105. My father and my godfather have to like, they have to find an arrangement. That's not my problem. And I don't care if it's part of my like heritage, for example. Like, I just want that it is as a solution to make up for what they did there. And it's no longer about debating it. That's exactly what resulted, as I expected, from the Gutachten. So not directly the Gutachten I shared, the report, like the reports behind it, of course. And then for the physio and the psychiatrist, it's well, somewhere around 2 times that. So like 280,000 is the recommendation. And even if they now it's kind of too late. Then it will be a lenient judgment. So it's not about. I have no longer the power to avoid that, nor does the responsible party from the police, right? But there is still a lot of room for. And it's much more complicated with the psychiatric business in St. Gallen. There we are not there yet. There is no Ablass proposal on the table. So because there it's really there it's not private persons. Like, there it's the canton that is responsible, right? So the government, right? And then I don't accept less than a solution, and they are not used to that, right? And now, so to explain, because they don't get that on their own. So it is now on Royal Road one of the longest, well, most views probably not. So the average views kind of matter, but it's definitely one of the longest with more than like a couple thousand views that has no ratings yet. So no one dares to rate this project yet. And that's exactly the same that happens for me in every community ever. So I have some, like, yeah, but like, so let's go. I didn't link it here. So this Unicorn Expo. This is a clear reference to the postcount darktide community. No, now the servers are too busy again. I wanted to point. So at the moment I'm still banned. I'm still banned like for 40 days, I guess, roughly the Fastenzeit. Yeah. But so like, one proposal was that because the political and philosophical like part of the forum were closed down, my discussions with it was mostly Baranima, and then some hardcore like Texas Republicans. They led to way too many bots. So like several 100,000 views on like, and there were maybe 2 dozen active posters at most. So mostly it was like a dozen hardcore Republicans, like not even necessarily not Republicans, but like right wing. So where Trump is way too left for them. So that's a thing. That's not like, and then there was the political meme thread, but that one and the list. So I would like to have back access to the list of like sex offenders. Most of the list were actually right-wing Republicans, but not all of them. And then like Biden made the list as well, and like here he would be considered liberal is right-wing here, so the FDP is clearly right-wing, right? And so there were like 2-3 from Europe besides me, and like from the left, so a clear Democrat, Baranima. And it's not that his memes were like funny, but like he countered them like philosophically, so with content, right? And they were not, they were just not able to handle that, and that led to this echo chamber, like what happened to Twitter basically. But it gets stale real quick because both sides kind of need each other. Otherwise, you cannot really own the other party if they no longer can read. But, yeah. So I can check again. Maybe it's back up. No. Well, that's when they post something funny, then the bots. It's just what it is. Now, I need to show like Discord. So I have, and I think this would have been the better solution, that we just like allow someone like Baranima a special role with just like reader access. And this was, I think, that was like the problem is that at the time I didn't come up with this. So so I just got I got this, right, and so here I can do whatever basically, and then this is like the official FFA Masters Discord, and I would argue this is like, when it comes to an active game, this is probably the most hardcore Discord left. And here because I participated and sponsored, I'm allowed to kind of forward this to the off topic, but this is you have to verify your age, and so like because there are countries like Scotland, they cannot verify here without even so KYC, so that you basically have to show them your passport, and so now the same happened. Now earlier today, a bot just tried to mimic me, and like the bot that can do that is not yet born, and it's not even close. But like now I would need to explain, but it's possible that postcount darktide will never be up again. And the issue is with you never know how long that lasts. Like now Discord will introduce like by default so that it is like 13-year-old the age without like verification. So like you never know. And I mean the same happened on YouTube or then it gets completely banned. Like yeah. Well, of course, if they were not too lazy, they could just read up on that on their own. But my point is, for this recording, so this initial page of the Royal Road project. Where is it? This. So in English and German. Yes, the real issue is that now that I'm confident in my research when it comes to psychology, I'm even more confident in my research about God. So this is there I put in a lot more work. Yes, it's a bit. So I would rank it so like the stuff they do. So like Moose and like mushrooms. So botanics. That's well like about as tricky as Pokemon Go. So that's not really it's not really more than that, right? And then like writing such a Gutachten is way above that, but not like comparable to like what I did with this as a data scientist for this Nature paper. Those are different universes, and that's what they don't like. They don't like it's not that many pages, but that's not the for me psychology is not proper research either. That's not like hardcore science. That's just not. That's not. It's not STEM. It's philosophy and like important branch, very important. That it should be like revolutionary. Also, it should be organized. Like they need a complete restructuring. Like that's because you cannot take it serious currently, right? What they are doing. Even worse is if you study medicine. So that's not better than biology, not at all. Yeah, but the issue is that they think it's different. So the Dunning-Kruger effect is much worse than like a nurse, a receptionist for the physiotherapy doesn't think they like know everything, and that's the worst in my family. The combination of Küchler together with the doctor title or a PhD is the worst. Like this is the worst. Yeah, and then yes. So it's not. Of course, that's not how it works. But I need to double down. Like the real question would be about the Elite project, the real reward, right? And like now it's that I shared everything. So since this year I shared everything in like Charon's Schöne Welt Discord, right? Before that I tried to do a selection, and now the problem is for the Ukrainian psychologist, it's just a repetition, and it's not enough to read everything at some point. And there is just a lot of like, when it comes to math, music, you you don't improve much by just reading about it. And yeah, I cannot change that. So I and yeah, but it was really important the last year that like he encouraged me to just write it down. It's basically the same advice the Oberstaatsanwältin had as well. So just if you are in doubt, write it down. It doesn't matter if you burn it afterwards or like me, you have a list of the most influential evil like emails you can find. Uh, well, that's what you have to do. And then now I'm trying to do so for when I'm back on postcount, but like maybe it will just be like last time that you cannot post there. So if it's just always like busy and the servers are down, that's no fun. Yeah. So yeah, I think the that's something I shared with the ghost, no, the freelancer. So like the most important like with many views. Where was that? So there I coded, but then the forum was down again. So there I coded this. There I coded. So because a coding challenge would be that you actually try to code. It doesn't matter if you use AI assistants. I don't remember. So there is actually a summary about this. So the word values and then the I don't find this summary at the moment. So there was the like here you would have all the solutions, but I don't think it's possible to see that. So like I would not be able to watch this either. So like but there is actually a concept behind it, right? And then where was that where was that? So was that even earlier? No, this is the well, if just post count was back up, and I can easily like on Drive. No, it was. No, I cannot find it. Maybe it's back up, but like there are still maybe half a dozen that are frequently checking at the moment if the servers are up or down. Oh, but now I have to do a siesta or attempt again, so that's yeah.